What up, y'all? It's your boy Theden all day, back again with another episode, and you know what your boy got for you today. Another topic to talk about, and it's more of a short story. And today I want to talk to you guys about happiness again. This type of happiness is a different one. You know, it's more of you understanding yourself and knowing what you want to do and how you want to get to it. It doesn't matter how many times you mess up or go astray. It's about the journey. It's not about the end goal. Okay? I guess it is about the goal, but it's really about you focusing on the journey and where it takes you, because the journey is giving you all the components and the things that you need to equip yourself to be successful ultimately when you get to your goal. That's how I look at this, the journey. The journey is where you're picking up your tools left and right and getting your mental game to the stage where you really needed it to reach your goal. Okay, everybody's at their own mental level and physical level, but those boundaries that you gotta leap and jump and crawl under, and those scenic routes that you're taking allow you to see different things, experience different things that you haven't experienced before, and all of that allows you to reach that goal where you're like, man, look at all this stuff I've been through. And that I'm speaking of is my little short story now is about just life in general. Now, for me, I'm a guy known to have many different jobs and not stick with one for very long. Even though I'm not very old, I have spent 3.5 years in the service industry. I have spent 5 consecutive years doing personal training. But I'm a guy of many hats and have experienced many things. And so, with that being said, my point is that I don't let someone discourage you because of what you want to do, because they only see the outer layer of what you're doing. No one knows your game plan, or if they do know your game plan, or should know your game plan, they don't believe in it. It's one of those things that as the saying goes, you take it with a grain of salt. You know, it's not really something that they hear you, but they don't believe that's just going to come to fruition. In that case, you need to always remember who you are and focus on what you are doing. You know, in my past, I've worked as a personal trainer because I love personal training. I love what I was doing. But as business transforms, it doesn't, different times of the year, people get laid off. Like right now, a pandemic that kills people that are doing contracted personal training, and even any kind of gym, that kills it for them because they don't have that income coming in a way for like a public gym to have built up things. Emergency funds like this is to, one is of course insurance, have insurance on their place to have that emergency expenses covered for the amount of time that they're going to be closed. And also, another way of it is that they have recurring. That's when you sign the contract and you're paying $20-$30 a month for your subscription to train at this gym. 24 hours a day it's being available to you. Sounds like a great deal, but it's business, so you have to have some kind of stable income that leads you to being able to do other things and to be more flexible with what you're doing. And so for me, I got a job at Dick's Sporting Goods. And from the get-go, that job was set up to only be, for me, a stabilizer. Make sure I get, pay bills. But I continue my training. Of course, working at Dick's Sporting Goods part-time, it still limited my time as a trainer. And what my goal was at the time was to build more clientele where I can feel free, either early in the morning, had early in the morning clientele, which was between the hours of 5:30 in the morning and 8 a.m. And then I worked between the hours of 9 and 5, and then have clients between the hours of early as 5:30 in the evening times, 5:30 p.m. and 9 p.m. So trying to build clientele to make up that substantial end era of, you're trying to build a business, but at the same time you want to make sure you don't want the stress of, will my bills get paid? And it's great, it's great to do that. I have that idea. Excuse me. But it's very stressful, and it's a lesson taught. I'm not going to get into that discussion right now, but you get the idea of what I'm talking about as people that are adventurous and want to find different ways to get into a business and make enough money to support your passion. And my advice to you, to people that are listening, if you have a passion or you want to have a business, you got some ideas, map it out to detail by detail and keep yourself organized and up to date with ideas that will help your business grow. And as you do that, make sure that the job you have is making enough money, that one job is making enough money plus some that you can save up for. And also, if this job that you have is good enough, I will always say make 2 accounts or add on 2 more accounts. So usually people you have a debit card. If you have a bank account, you have that checkings account. And some people have a checkings and a savings. Now, my idea is if you have just a checkings account, add 2 more. If you have a checkings account and a savings account, add 1 more. And then get on there and label them. With my bank, you can go into your account and label, put names for your account. And I'm sure other bank accounts allow you to do that. And this is just more for someone that has one account, doing contract work, trying to build clientele, or you're trying to build, or you're working on building you're trying to build a financial comings for your business and to buy the necessary equipment, all that stuff, and so separate your accounts that you have a certain amount of money and make sure it's safe so that you can do it even if you you have an emergency fund. So that's why you have a checkings account. You have the checkings account, which I call it for my checkings account is for my daily, groceries, rent, things that you take care of personal. Your checkings account is your personal income. That's where you want to keep that checkings money at, because most of us only use the checkings account anyway. So I use it for just the personal reasons. But when you open up that second account, which would be a savings account, you want to mark that savings account as a business savings account. That's where you know how much money you're going to be saving up for that account. So what you can do eventually is when you feel like you're close enough or you're reaching your goal amount that you projected that you will need. I would tell you to go withdraw that lump sum of money, and make sure you have at least 2 to 3 months of consistent, enough money where you can consistently advertise or purchase that amount of money and roll with it, your business. Because 3 to 6 months, 3 months is the least amount of money you should have for your business, because you need to, when you want to get something going, you want to get it going on some kind of, give it enough time where you can make a little money back on it and also possibly profit from it. So if you can do 6 months, that'd be great. Have 6 months worth. But if not, if you really want to get your business started and going, do 3 months. And from there, you want to move forward, and you want to take that money out of that savings account that's strictly for business savings. Take it out and open your own bank account, own business account, and throw that money in there. That way, when you open up the account, they're gonna want you to put down a certain amount of money, whether it's $25 or $100, whatever it is. That way, you can put immediately that money that you just took out of your current account and put it in your new account, and bam, you got your money, your business account there. And for that third account, this is for people that don't want to open up a business account just yet, because there are different things that comes with the business account. But if you are not ready to, you can keep that savings account, that business savings account, and open up another account, which is what I call the DNT Savings. Do not touch. This is your actual personal savings account, where you're distributing money into that account as well, where you don't have to worry about using your business money to your personal savings money as your business money. If you got a good enough job where you can do this, I'd highly recommend it. This is a safer, where you can still have an emergency account and connected without having to stop having to dig into what your business has, or vice versa, have to start digging out of your savings account in that regard. So make sure, the easy breakdown is that to be safe, this is a safer, more intermediate entrepreneur status, where for someone that don't want to work multiple jobs and have more time to relax or more time to put into their business, make sure you have 2 to 3 accounts, and make sure you keep your money, you keep a consistent base on a week or paycheck to paycheck basis, where I don't care if you're putting in just $20 or if you're able to put in $100 to each account. Just make sure that it's viable. It's very important that you're doing that. That way, it's not affecting your daily living, but you're also still building that money. Before you know it, you may have a few $1,000s in both accounts and able to do more than you expected by just being disciplined. Okay, guys? I can go on and on about how I'm doing it and get you guys. I would love to hear back from you guys what you think. But for now, I'm going to leave you with this. I hope you guys like it. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and follow me on Facebook, on Blog and Pod. And make sure you follow Spreaker Studio for more videos. All right, guys. Your boy Theden is out.